Hi trainers! Pokemon Unite has released Decidueye. After a lot of built up hype, we finally have it. If you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering if your hard-earned coins are worth it on Decidueye. I played a number of games on Decidueye and here is my opinion on this Pokemon's difficulty, pros and cons, and gameplay style. I'm Teeds, I played MOBAs for over 9 years, and my goal is to help you become the very best like no one ever was. Disclaimer, this is based on my experience and opinion of the Pokemon from my gameplays. First, let me just say, if you enjoy the Pokemon and if it's fun for you, it's worth buying. I will always encourage you trainers to buy what you enjoy and fits your personal playstyle. This video is more for those who want to know what they're exactly buying here, since coins are not easy to come by. Decidueye costs 10,000 coins or 575 gems, so it is one of the most expensive Pokemon. Decidueye is powerful in the right hands, it can do a ton of damage, it has a lot of shred potential, it can wreak havoc in teamfights, and depending on what moves that you pick up, it is fairly easy to use. I found that I was able to take down squishy Pokemon really quick, and the attack speed is just so incredibly fast, and some of the range on certain moves is also pretty nuts, which made Decidueye seem pretty strong to me on paper. There is a certain moveset that is harder to use, but it's not weak in my opinion, and that is Spirit Shackle. The way it works is like it's kind of like Power Up Punch. The longer you charge it, the more powerful it is, and the longer range as well, but it is harder to use than Razor Leaf since Razor Leaf auto locks onto the target. I found Spirit Shackle fantastic for objective steals. The range of this move is incredible, and the burst damage of it is also insane. I think this might be the longest ranged move along with this Unite move, but don't quote me on that one. I think maybe it could be against like Venusaur's Solar Beam, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it is on a 9-second cooldown though, so if you miss it, you do have to wait 9 seconds for it to come back up. This move again is a lot harder to use than Razor Leaf due to having to aim it, and it is pretty easy to miss. With the other move choices, we have Leaf Storm and Shadow Sneak. I love Shadow Sneak a lot. Leaf Storm was also a fun move to use, but I personally preferred the Shadow Sneak playstyle. Shadow Sneak was more like a buff to your Pokemon and a debuff to the enemy, while Leaf Storm was more straightforward. It deals damage to the enemies and can also push them back if they're close enough. So that's pretty much the pros of Decidueye. With that being said, there are some cons. It is an incredibly squishy Pokemon, it's very easy to take down, and Decidueye does not have any mobility either. While it deals a ton of damage, it is very easy to counter in the current meta. Decidueye is now tied along with Greninja for having the lowest health in the game, except Greninja has pretty good amounts of survivability because it has a dash and pretty good movement speed buff with Water Shuriken. While Decidueye Spirit Shackle has incredible range, its Razor Leaf doesn't and can struggle a little bit here with its squishiness. While I'm fine with it being very squishy, I think the lack of mobility can make it very difficult to play. So I would consider Razor Leaf and its basic attacks, a lot closer than using Spirit Shackle. So Decidueye doesn't have any mobility to get out paired with its squishiness. Spirit Shackle may be just safer to use because Decidueye doesn't have to be close to use it. It's a bit risky to go in with no mobility, but this also makes Decidueye really reliant on teammates. I had one game on Decidueye where we didn't have a support or a tank, and it was really tough, more so than other Pokemon I played in this kind of team comp. The enemies were able to freely just jump on me. They could take me down so quickly, and depending on what moves you picked up, it does have a pretty long cooldown. It is easy to counter Decidueye because you can just wait for Razor Leaf to run out, or you can just bait out Spirit Shackle, and then all Decidueye have after that is its basic attacks. Its Unite move does leave Decidueye in an awkward spot because again, it is so squishy and you kind of just sit there. So I do recommend to use that move very far away, in a safe spot preferably. It is easy to focus and take down if the team isn't peeling for you. With that, Decidueye is very position focused, and in my opinion that is what makes Decidueye a bit more difficult outside of its moves. You have to really understand good positioning with Decidueye, especially if you're solo queuing with it. Decidueye needs to be in good positions to be able to deal massive amounts of damage without being taken down so quickly. It does take a long time to get your second move as well, I think around level 7, so it is more of a mid to late game Pokemon. But yeah, there are pros and cons to every Pokemon. I don't want you trainers to think I'm saying Decidueye is bad, it's just that the cons that come with Decidueye, and really the key things here is that it relies on teammates and good positioning to counter its cons. So in summary, pros: deals a ton of damage, can shred really quick, really fantastic at stealing objectives and wild Pokemon with Spirit Shackle and its Unite move, strong late game, strong team fight. Cons: super squishy, no mobility, relies strongly on team, and strongly relies on good positioning. has long cooldowns, Spirit Shackle can be hard to use, and its Unite move is also pretty hard to aim as well, so it does take a bit of practice. Melee Pokemon and Pokemon like Venusaur may have an easy time focusing Decidueye. I feel that Decidueye is going to wreak havoc in coordinated team play or parties. However, because Decidueye is reliant on its team, what we can do now for our Decidueye solo players is to learn how to play with it on our team and to support it when it needs it. Is Decidueye OP? I personally don't think so, but in the right hands with the right team comp, it can be extremely powerful. It just feels like a glass cannon, and maybe the con of this Pokemon dealing a ton of damage is for it to be a lot more squishier. With that, I hope this helps in deciding if you like to buy Decidueye or not. I do strongly recommend trying the moves in practice to see how they feel. I find Decidueye to be incredibly fun to use. It is so fun, and stealing objectives with Spirit Shackle is very satisfying. If you are struggling with the Spirit Shackle build or its Unite move, just give it some more games. It takes a bit of practice to use, and in no time, I'm sure you will get the hang of it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about Decidueye. I'd love to know. I certainly will be playing because it is fun to play. That is all for today's video. Subscribe and click the bell for more Pokemon Unite guides, news and gameplays. Like the video if you like Decidueye. Thank you so much for watching, trainers. Bye!